guys, welcome back to part 3 in the series of maintaining your own appearance during the lockdown period. I hope you are all safe and well. In this video we're going to look at lining your own beard up. Hi all you cats and kittens, so we are going to need a few sets of tools. First thing we're going to need is a comb and a decent set of trimmers. So start by combing the beard down in all directions. If you've done the beard shape before, there shouldn't be any knots or anything else in there. So notice how down each side of the cheek there is a natural beard line. This is the line that we're going to be working to. Remember not to cut into it, dangerous times. So turn on your trimmers and start to very slowly move down towards that line, using generally only the corner of the trimmers. It doesn't take that much to move into. What you don't want to be doing is cutting into it and taking out massive chunks. Obviously I'm right-handed, so my right hand side of my body is a little bit more difficult. You will have to adjust your grip and your angle and move your head around to get the best view in the mirror. Not too bad. Next thing I'm going to do is look at working it underneath. So to start with, you're going to make sure it's all combed down nicely, and we're going to start by again setting that length. So using your trimmers, you're going to come straight in to the neck from the front length. Try not to put an angle on it, keep your head nice and square, and you're going to move straight backwards, and that will give you your first guide. Moving along, taking off those ends, taking it nice and easy. Remember, doing this yourself isn't going to give you a really crisp finish, but it is enough to take the scruffy bits off of your neck. So once you've got that line in, just remove any excess hair below it by going upwards. Some people have hair in all directions, so take that into account. What we're going to do now is we're going to bring those lines up to the side. The idea is to follow the curve at the top on your cheeks, so it's parallel. That's the look that we're aiming for, and as you can see there, that line pretty much follows what I've done above it. That's the guide that I'm looking for. Same on the other side. You'll notice that I haven't taken mine in quite so close and quite so high up as the original line, and the reason for that is that I am looking at extending mine to come down my neck a little, and you should have a fairly straight line there now. I don't know why I'm looking at the camera so many times. So next thing we're going to do is just take off any little excess bits that we might have missed or that might have grown out since we've done the general beard shape. So, and again, this is done little by little, just taking those ends off without hacking into it too much. Using the trimmers actually gives you a little bit more control than using the scissors, I find anyway. Now once you're happy with it, again just comb it all downwards, comb it into place. Pat it down with your hands and that will give you the underside of your beard done. This is the point where we're looking for any odd bits, and there is a bit there that you can see on the camera. I'm just taking that bit in just to even it up, and that gives me that bit better shape. So moving swiftly on then, we're going to be looking at the back edge round by the ear. It's a natural curve, and the important thing is that we do not cut the corner off of the beard. It is a bit awkward, so try not to cut into the hairline too much, although you are shaping this bit. Try and keep that line, that natural curve that starts above the ear, keep it coming down until we create a corner on the beard. Repeat the process both sides, removing any excess hair behind what you're cutting. And that gives you a fairly nice line, a nice edge on the edge of the beard. Again, constantly combing to make sure that you're not missing bits. The next bit we need to look at is the moustache, because everybody knows there's nothing worse than eating your moustache. So comb it straight down. You're going to have to pull some funny faces when you do this, and it is quite ticklish. So start off, once it's all combed down, by starting in the middle, using the corner of your clippers and just starting to line on the edge of your lip. Don't cut above your lip at this stage. Just try and put a nice even line on it, starting in the middle and then working it outwards on both sides, trying to keep it nice and even, or as even as you can in the mirror. Pretty good. Now, if you don't like the length on your moustache, which I currently don't, you're going to use your comb and you're going to put it into your moustache and lift the teeth away from your face slightly so that it's shorter by your lip edge. And then we're going to use that comb as a guide, and we're going to run up the trimmer along the teeth of the comb. That'll give you a nice even look. We're going to try and match that look all the way across the moustache, generally doing one side before we do the other. And as you can see there, I'm matching it in, just flicking those ends off and tidying it all up nicely. Finally, you're going to just remove those irritating hairs in the corner of your mouth, just with the corner of the trimmer. Just be aware that these trimmers can be sharp, so try not to cut on your lip, otherwise you may cut your lip. So there you have, guys, part 3 of maintaining your appearance in lockdown, lining up your beard. I hope that it helps you out. It's not going to give you a barbershop finish when you do it yourself, and you need to be careful. You need to remember not to cut into those lines. So try and stick to that advice if you can. The best advice is to leave it and let us do it when you come back. But if you can't, because you're a key worker, for whatever reason, you still need to look professional and smart, that's perfectly fine. I hope this really does help you out. And if you are one of those guys, thank you for everything that you're doing. So we'll leave it there. If anyone's got any questions, like I say, feel free to send me a message and I will do my best to answer people and get back to people as I can. So stay at home, protect the NHS, saves lives.